Denim, the symbol of hard work and durability. It'll be the makings of a perfect gift for a college-bound student. One of my favorite things is to use scraps. And what can be more scrappy than a pair of old worn-out jeans with the knees blown out that I could still use the backs of the legs and still use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. I already have these products, so I'll make a quilt from them. The next favorite thing to do is to personalize a gift. I worked with a local artist in Elgin. They transferred them onto denim. And just a quick side note, if you do something like this, they have to pre-treat it, and it's like starch, so it'll shrink one way more so than the other. So if you do something like this, make sure that you make the foundation square bigger than needed and then trim it down, because it might shrink during the process of either making it or pre-treating it. We'll get into the process of making the quilt and what I do to prepare the denim. Here's the design. Of course, I won't have that bright of blue, but I wanted different kinds of blue to show denim. I think I will have nice dark ones for the outside. I think will help frame it. These inside 4 squares, I changed my mind to put drawings of the pickups in the center. We get our use out of jeans. Now there's not a lot of usable denim in this area, but the back of the leg is pretty good. I cut along the seams. I've seen other patterns where they'll just open up the leg and one of the seams will be in part of the block. I just don't want to go over that bulky seam when I'm sewing in a seam, so I just cut parts between the pant seams and use that. After usable leg pieces are cut from jeans, I fold and stockpile until I know what my next project is. As I cut the leg pieces, I try to economize and cut my large squares first. This project needs 9.5 and 5-inch squares. I'll see if I can get that large of a square. This ruler has a GE ruler sticker pointing to the 9.5 mark, or you could use washi tape or any other kind of marker, so I could quickly see if I have enough. I twist the ruler as needed to get the straightest of grain of the denim. I'm also saving 8.5, 7.5, and 6.5-inch squares, so I'll cut 1 or 2 of those to avoid wasting good usable fabric. As I work to the narrow part of the leg, I'll cut a 5-inch strip. Usually several jean legs are cut in this manner until there's a stack of strips. Either save them to strip piece or cut into squares. My tool of choice for cutting squares from strips is the Stripology XL ruler. Instead of constantly moving a 5-inch ruler, I just align the ruler once and cut multiple squares. Big time saver.
Good.
When pressing denim, it's a good idea to keep the seams pressed open to reduce bulk. So I follow the same technique I do with regular cotton. Set the seam, then press to one side, and it doesn't matter which side you press to, just make sure the seam is completely open. And then open that interior seam. I kind of prep it by pushing along with my fingers. And when you do the cross seam, sometimes these previously pressed seams fold open. So you might have to watch that repress. And then if you have something like a clapper, or if you press with a wool mat, I don't have a big wool mat, that will probably help the seams lay flatter. Or I use magazines. They're kind of, they're not as good as a clapper, but they'll help the seams to cool, absorb extra moisture, and lay flat. You can see already, I think you can see, that it is laying pretty flat. But let it cool completely before you move it, because fabric does have a memory and it'll snap back to the way it was. So I'll keep going and press my seams, and then I'll have my 4 patches.